Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Deepali Khetrapal. I'm a teacher, mentor, and an NLP master practitioner. I'm here to discuss with you certain core values which may seem small but play an important role in achieving success in life. Do hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss upcoming episodes. We will be discussing the meaning of these values through various examples and stories and how we can imbibe these values and make them a part of our life. The mind is a wonderful thing. It starts working the minute you are born and never stops until you get up to speak in public. It could be delivering a presentation at work, giving a heartfelt toast at your friend's wedding, or talking to your child's class at career day. No matter how serious or celebratory the occasion, most people experience some sort of public speaking jitters, and about a quarter of people fear speaking in public. Whatever the event you're speaking at, delivering a speech that is clear, engaging, and gets your point across is key. Public speaking isn't only important at work. Fear of public speaking can also affect your personal life. It may create misunderstandings with family or friends or prevent you from taking part in activities. For example, you might avoid speaking about your ideas or plans or giving a speech at a wedding or social event. The inability to communicate your ideas results in feeling misunderstood. This can lead to frustration, loneliness, and even social anxiety. But if you have stage fright, don't worry, you're not alone. Very few people are born with a natural talent for public speaking. This is good news, as it means it's a skill that you can learn. So let's dive into how to become a great public speaker. Here are 4 factors that influence your ability to communicate effectively. Voice control. Your voice is the most basic communication tool you possess. Learning to use it properly is key for improving your public speaking. Do deep breathing. It gives your voice greater power and clarity and prevents the shortness of breath that anxiety causes. Extend your inhalations and exhalations to a count of 4 each. Practicing this type of breathing without speaking will help you prepare to use it while speaking. It also helps calm your nerves. With deep breathing, you can control the 3 main aspects of your voice: volume, tone, and pitch. Next is body language. Your body language is the combination of your gestures, facial expressions, and movements. It's an integral part of how you communicate. It helps your audience better understand the nuances of your message. If your body language contrasts with what you want to transmit or seem incoherent, your speech will be confusing. And once you confuse people, you lose them. So we can use the following tips to improve your body language and engage your audience. Stand up straight and avoid slouching if you're able. Make sure your facial expressions are matching with your message. Stay still. Constant movement can distract your audience or change the way they receive your message. Practice power poses before your speaking event. This reduces stress and boosts your confidence. Take a few deep breaths, then observe how you feel. Next is delivery. Delivery is the way you speak. Good delivery is essential for your audience to understand your speech. Here are a few tips to improve your delivery. Speak at the speed of a normal conversation. Avoid speaking too quickly because people will get lost in what you are saying. But don't speak too slowly either, as they will get bored. Pause regularly. This gives people time to absorb the concepts and ideas. It also makes you appear more confident. Don't mumble or eat your words. If you need time to think, take a brief pause. There's nothing wrong with a few seconds of silence. Next is audience relations. If you want your audience to listen to you, you need to engage them from the beginning. How to do that? Smile and greet the audience. Thank them for being there. This will humanize you and establish a conversational tone. Look for people in the audience who seem actively engaged in your speech. Imagine speaking only to them. Make eye contact with as many people as possible. This will help establish personal connections with your audience. Public speaking is a skill that anyone can develop. So let's discuss a few tips for public speaking, which will help you overcome your fear and show up with confidence at your next public speaking engagement. First is prepare. Giving a great speech or presentation starts with planning. Identify the core message that you want to transmit. Look for interesting facts and statistics to back up your point. Create an outline of your speech to organize the content. Even if it's going to be a quick 1 or 2 minute speech, writing a focus for the beginning, middle, and ending can help you hone in on key ideas you want to convey. If you can write out the whole speech, do it. Next is practice. Practice goes hand in hand with the first tip. How your speech comes across out loud compared to how it reads in your head can be very different. Practicing a speech enables you to work out pacing and pauses for optimal effect. Make sure you're able to clearly and confidently pronounce your speech. Feel more comfortable with the message you're delivering. Practice in front of a mirror and in front of a friend if possible, or record yourself speaking, then watch it back. Analyze your speed, tone, body language, and facial expressions to identify areas for improvement. Practice your speech as many times as possible before your public speaking engagement. Record yourself. You might be amazed at what you discover when watching yourself practice your speech. It's normal to have unique mannerisms when talking, whether it's using hands expressively or looking up at random points. Set up your video camera on your phone and record yourself as you practice giving your speech. Then review it to make sure your pacing, eye contact, and physical movements match the tone of your speech and display confidence. Have a positive mindset. Everyone gets nervous before a performance. In fact, research shows that a healthy amount of nervousness enhances performance. To cultivate a positive mindset, visualize yourself giving the best speech of your life. Involve your audience. Not only does this grab their attention, but it is also a way to take the spotlight off you. Sharing the starring role with your audience members will help you establish a connection with them and feel less nervous. Start with a story. Humans are wired to pay attention to stories. It activates the same parts of our brain that would activate if we experienced the events firsthand. We all respond to stories in this way. There is no difference across cultures. This means you can harness the power of storytelling to establish a connection with anyone. When you start your speech, you only have 1 minute to make a good impression on your audience. A story, anecdote, or question can pique curiosity and make them want to keep listening. Present yourself confidently. While you can't necessarily control every detail of a speech, you can control how you look. Dress for the occasion. When you look good, you feel good. And feeling good is the key to giving the best possible performance. Dress in comfortable clothes that make you feel good about yourself. Dress to impress, but make sure you feel comfortable. Don't wear anything that's not your usual style. Smile. One way to instantly relax is to smile, even if you don't feel like it. Smiling can boost your mood and lower stress. Smiling can also make the audience more receptive to you. Psychology Today reports that smiling makes people appear more attractive to others. Get the audience invested. If you want to keep your audience hanging on every word, get them involved from the beginning. Introduce your speech in a way that makes the audience immediately relate to it. Some ways to do this include posing a question for the audience to think about, telling a story that captures their attention, giving a preview of what the audience will learn. You might consider asking for a physical movement, such as a show of hands if people identify with something, to get the audience participating in your speech right from the beginning. Leave a takeaway. Make your speech more impactful by leaving the audience with something to think about or a possible action to take. This reinforces the content you have presented and creates a connection with audience members as they continue to reflect on your speech. At some point in your life, you're going to have to speak in front of a group. It's not always easy, but with preparation, practice, and a realistic view of the task at hand, you can approach your next public speaking engagement with confidence and a meaningful message. This is your friend Deepali Khetrapal signing off. Stay tuned, keep smiling, God bless.